So after 2 months, we've done it. After 2 months of packing, after 2 months of moving furniture, after 2 months of sorting through stuff that I didn't even know I had anymore, we finally done it. We finally moved from Newquay down to the lovely little village of Porthleven. And in the process of all that, and after the year I've had, just to top it off, I fractured my hand part way through moving, which was brilliant. Currently been off work for about 2 weeks, and the doctors have said that it's probably going to take another 6 weeks to heal, so in total 8 weeks, which wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be. So now I've got the time off, I thought, why not make a video? So let's go and have a look at Porthleven, shall we? I've gone for the windswept look today, as you can tell. But for you who don't know where Porthleven is, the best way I can describe it is it's about a 5-minute drive from Helston. And if you don't know where Helston is, basically Porthleven is located in the little curve at the bottom of the country, as I call it. So you've got Land's End the one end, and then you come all the way around to Lizard. Porthleven's in the middle. So just to let you know a bit of concept about the house prices in Cornwall. We've had to move in with Liv's mum and dad because we just can't afford the prices. But you see this little house here? Now that's for sale. Have a guess in the comments how much that house is worth. I'll give you a couple of seconds, go on. £800,000. I mean, you have got that view, but still. Now Porthleven is your very traditional Cornish little village, your fisherman's sort of village, with the windy narrow roads and the big hills. Luckily I'm walking down them at the moment, but I've got to walk back up them in a bit. I'm not looking forward to that. Let us go. It's time to surrender. Now that it's ended, nothing to say, 'cause guess we've said it all. Now why do we care to... Luckily the tide's in, because when I came here last time, on my last video I did a Porthleven, tide was out and that was so muddy, didn't look very appealing at all. So you got a good one here today. Now I can't remember, I'm probably got this all wrong, but one of my subscribers said that their friend owns the shipping. I believe it's the shipping, but that's there. So if you're watching, shipping. Now there's a reason for that sign, due to the fact, you see that clock tower behind me? There's some very famous photos of the sea actually getting that rough, and that like in the storms and stuff, and the waves actually going over the top of that. I'll put a photo up here, but yeah. So I can understand that sign to a certain degree, but today you ain't gonna get no waves that big. It's quite calm. Porthleven's actually quite well known as well for surfing, because you get some quite good breaks off the harbour wall here, but you also get quite good breaks over there because it's quite a really shallow sort of shelf over there, but you got to be very careful because there's rocks, and if you come off you'll know about it. I mean, just look at some of the breaks here. Not as good as what I'm making out. When I met Liv about 4 years ago, and she took me down here and showed me around. I'd never been here before. I did fall in love with the place. I thought it was very peaceful, and it sort of reminded me of like old Cornwall, how it was like really quiet, wasn't many people about. I mean, don't get me wrong, Porthleven does get a lot of tourism, but it's nowhere near as the amounts that Newquay gets. But I never thought in 4 years time or whatever I'd be living here and I'd have all of this to explore. So there's a few places I want to go to while I'm living down here. I'm going to take you to the place I did my first ever video where I filmed it. And don't get me wrong, the video was nothing special. It was literally just sort of like filming a few pictures here and there. It wasn't even talking. However, I won't be able to fly my drone around here because, as a lot of people do know, Caldrose Navy base is just literally round that corner. So I'm not really allowed to fly the drone around here. And the last time I was in Porthleven, I did fly the drone, but it was like all the way along that coastline there. So I'm not going to risk it. Now, I'll be honest, I've never walked here. I've only ever drove here, so I don't know if I'm going the right way. I assume I am. Well, we've made it to the place where I did my first ever video on this channel. I'll link that video at the end if you really want to go and watch it. It's not that interesting, to be honest. About 2 minutes long. And there you have it, the location where I filmed my first video. And I don't know if you can see it, but down there, the seagulls are literally in the exact same place they were when I filmed that video nearly 2-3 years ago. They must just never move. Right guys, I'm going to leave this video here. If you did like this video, make sure you go and check out the first ever video I filmed on this channel, which was in this location. It's not very good, I will admit, but it's a bit of nostalgia for you. I'm going to chill here for a little bit, have some water, enjoy the view, and fingers crossed the video should be coming out very, very soon for you guys. Thanks for sticking around, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.